call Sheffield the Crucible of football, because Sheffield FC is really the spark that lit club football, and anybody who traces their football club and goes backwards arrives here. So Pelé was guest of honour at that Inter Milan game. Pelé actually came on the pitch, met all the players. Yeah, he said without Sheffield Football Club there wouldn't be a me, and it is the birthplace of football clubs and that popularity, and you know, he was right. When it first started, it was for club members to come down and play football. So for them as a group, it was important. People started to come and watch as club football came, and you know, it really is the birthplace of club football that has so many people interested today. Before Sheffield FC, there were colleges, a few clubs dotted about that played football internally. Factory owners encouraged their workers to join clubs and play football because it was their away time. It kept them healthy. It kept them out of the pubs, which was often what they did with their day off, and was a really important part very quickly, the Sheffield football scene of the industry in Sheffield and the community and what people did with their time. In terms of modern football, we're hoping to move to a new stadium. It'll have a football museum in it, be a bigger capacity. So up until they moved here about 20 years ago, the club had never owned its own ground. So you know, in terms of preserving the original ground, it's now a B&Q car park. In the late 90s, this ground was purchased and they moved to that, replacing an old sort of club, Drumfield, who were struggling at the time. Sheffield moved in here, and it's given them a base to actually build from. We have youth teams. We had a ladies team who at one stage got promoted to the Super League, which for a club our size was huge. Financially, we couldn't maintain that. It became a challenge. It's hundreds of pounds to pay for a coach, and although we don't pay the players a great deal of money, the wage bill is significant. Keeping your ground and everything, you know, the money and sponsors are great and the crowds we get, but it's hard work to keep it a level. The problem for Sheffield is that we can't gamble. We can't gamble on spending money we don't have, and the club folding because it spoils the story. So we have to kind of try and find our level, but be very sensible, because the history of the club is really what makes it special, that unbroken lineage back to 1857. Every other team that we play against, the whole interest in the club is from a 5-mile radius, and ours is the whole world. You look at the hits on our websites: Brazil, America, Germany, Australia, not even traditional football countries you'd think of. And it's just, yeah, people love the oldish club story.